What's up, everybody? It's your boy Get This Nick. I am back at it with part 4 of the How to Ride a Motorcycle series, you guys, and I think this is honestly going to be the last part. If you guys remember, if you watched the first video of this series, or whatever you want to call it, I told you guys I was trying to keep it short and sweet. I was trying to make this as simple as easy, I can't talk. I stopped doing videos for a week. I can't talk. I was trying to make this as simple and easy as possible to follow along with, and I just don't want to make it a million parts, you know what I mean? I showed you guys how to work the controls on the handlebars of a motorcycle, getting the bike in the first gear, shifting, you know, and now I guess we got to go into steering. So on a motorcycle, there's two different types of steering. I'm gonna break this down to, like, let's call it slow speed steering and counter steering. So if you've been watching any type of videos on how to ride a motorcycle, or talked to anyone about it, I'm sure they touched on you know, steering and handling the motorcycle. And I'm in Chicago, guys, so I don't got a lot of twisties or anything like that I can really get into counter steering with you guys. But I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can, and we'll go from there. So when you're at low speeds in steering and you want to turn the motorcycle, you turn it the way you guys think you would turn it. You just, if you're under, like, you know, 7-8 miles per hour, you just kind of, you know, you're not doing all this leaning and everything like that. You're just going to turn the handlebars to the right if you want to go to the right, or to the left if you want to go left. For example, like here, come to a complete stop, I want to go right. I kind of let off that clutch a little bit, give it a little gas, and I just turn the handlebars to the right, just like you normally would. I push with my left arm, pull back with my right to get it to turn right, and that, you know. But there's a little bit of a different thing called counter steering when you ride a motorcycle, and that's the majority of the steering you're going to do when you're riding on expressway, or you're going through a curve or whatever turn. You're going to be using a thing called counter steering. Now, like I said, I'm going to do my best to explain this verbally, but it's one of those things that you're not really going to feel or get the hang of until you actually try it for yourself and you do it for yourself. So basically, counter steering is, let's say you're over that whatever 8-10 mile per hour mark and you're trying to turn. Like, I could do it right here at this intersection. I'm actually going to be leaning a little bit and pushing with my left hand and pulling with my right. I'm doing left, so I kind of like dip the bike and turn with it. Now, what counter steering does is, you know, I was going left right there, but technically I push with this, so you would think I'd be going right, you know. It's not the case, though. When you're counter steering, you're kind of doing that push. When you do that push, it kind of dips the bike, you know. You see when I push on the handlebars, the bike wants to lean to the left. It's like you initiate that lean, and then you could start and go ahead and ride out your turn, ride through your turn. It's one of those things that's, like I said, it's very hard to explain, but when you do it, it's like, oh, I think I got it. I think I figured it out. Also, guys, when steering a motorcycle, the number one thing, I cannot stress this enough, the number one thing to remember is you need to look where you want to go. So it sounds very simple and it kind of sounds obvious, but your body, it's amazing how the mind and the body works and how they pair up with each other, and your mind, you know, your brain tells your body what to do. When you're looking at where you have to go, your muscles in your body will, you know, will do it for you. It's like if you're making a right turn, like I'm making a right turn right here, let's say this light was green and I was cruising through, I don't want to be staring straight and trying to turn to the right, because then you're going to do this weird thing where your body, like, it's like, whoa, where do you want me to go? Because you're looking that way, but you're trying to lean me this way, and there's a good chance you might just go straight. You know, it happens all the time. People get like this this target fixation where they're going right and they see something over here, so they're trying to watch that at the same time, and it ends up messing up their whole turn. They kind of lose control of the bike, and it sounds weird, but it does happen. It happens to the best of riders. You just, when you go to your MSF course, they're going to teach you and show you, you know, you got to look through your turns, follow through your turns with your eyes, look where you want to go. You know what I mean? If you're making a hard left turn, lean over and look where your end goal is. Look at that point on the street. Where do you want to end up? Like right here, I'm making a right turn. I'm not going to look straight. I'm looking to the right where I'm turning. Boom. Just like that. Easier said than done, I know, but you get the point. So steering regularly at low speeds, you're going to steer like you regularly would. Get familiar with the clutch. Find that friction zone on the clutch where that clutch grabs. Work with that, work with your throttle, and bounce around. Counter steering, you're going to have to get familiar with it. You're just going to have to learn how to kind of like rock with your hips a little bit, dip the bike down, turn it, and go around. And I'm sorry, like I said, I'm in Chicago. I don't have the best examples to counter steer here for you, but once again, while I'm stopped here, if you want to go to the right, you're actually going to push with the right this way. So you bring your left hand back, you go like this. What's that's going to do, it's going to offset that front tire and kind of make the bike want to naturally lean to the right like this. When it does that, you hold it and kind of lean with it a little bit and ride it out. And you pop it back up. Same thing if you want to go to the left. You're going to the left, you're approaching that turn 30, 40, 50 miles per hour. You kind of turn those handlebars a little bit like this. You push with your left hand on the left handlebar. Push with the left to go left. Push with the right to go right. And it's going to initiate, it's going to dump, it's going to, not, I don't want to say dump the bike, but it's going to drop that bike a little bit and kind of assist you with starting the turn and going through the turn. And like I said, it's going to take a little practice and getting used to, but you're going to see your body almost might naturally do it without you even realizing what you're doing. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I was counter steering the whole time, and now that you explained it, it makes sense. I was already doing that. So it's not like it's this crazy hard thing, and you don't got to overthink it. I mean, you don't got to sit here while you're riding the motorcycle like, okay, I got to push with this and do with this. No, just get familiar with the bike, get comfortable with it. Like I said, start off on a bike that you're comfortable with, that's not too heavy, something that you feel like you could maneuver pretty easily. And there's another video I did on that. Is this the best first motorcycle, I think was the title of it. Click on that if you're still trying to think about getting a bike. I explained it in there. You want to get something that you're comfortable with, that you could kind of flick around and not be intimidated with. That's half the battle right there. So here we go, we're approaching somewhere here, a little turn action. Let's see how we could do this for you guys. So, I don't know if we're gonna make this light, let's see. Yeah, we are. So I'm only going 4 miles per hour right now. So let me make sure there's, see now this, I'm just turning the bike regularly like this. I'm going slow. I don't got to do any crazy lean or anything. I just point the handlebars. Something like this, like we're approaching like this little left curve. I'm straight right now. I push with the left a little bit. It's going to kind of point the bike to the left. Push with the left. It's going to point that bike to the left. Like this. I'm pushing with the left. It's bringing me over here. If I want to get my right lane, push with the right. It leans me over like that. Get back in the left lane, kind of push with the left. The bike leans. You see the bike start to lean, and I'm leaning with it. Now I'm not saying hang off the bike and try to drag your knee like you're a professional sport bike racer or something, but just a little bit is all you need. The bike will lean. Boom, just like that. And pretty soon you start cruising along like you know what you're doing. At least it looks like you know what you're doing. Yeah, little left turn, little curve in the road, kind of push with that left just a little bit. You're not pushing a lot. Push with the left and kind of pull the right handle towards you, and you're going to start to lean like that. See that? Lean. Boom. Boom. And then vice versa. I got a right one coming up here. Push with the right, kind of pull towards me with the left. Like, hang on. I'm doing it right now. It's hard to tell though, because these aren't the most aggressive turns or curves in the road, so it's hard to really put an emphasis on what I'm doing. But you just got to listen to me. I promise you I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you. But other than that, guys, I think that's gonna break it. That's gonna break everything down. Like I said in the beginning, I went over getting the bike started, rolling, shifting, now turning. Could I go into other parts and videos about this and that? And yeah, I can, but it wasn't the point of this series. I'm just trying to make it simple. So I think part 4, which we'll label as turning / counter steering, that's gonna wrap it up. I mean, I broke it down in the most simple terms I possibly could for you guys. And if you've been watching the videos, if they're helpful, you know, drop your boy a little thumbs up or whatever. You know what I mean? Other than that, I hope all you guys have been great. We have been getting smoked out here with 100-degree temps. And definitely not the most comfortable riding weather, so I'm hoping it cools down a little bit here. Now, I can never be happy. If it's raining, I'm complaining about the rain. If it's too hot, I'm complaining about the heat. But yeah, guys, thank you all for checking out the channel and the continuous support. I really appreciate you guys. It's your boy Get This Nick. We're out. That's part 4. If you liked the video, like I said, give me a little thumbs up, drop a comment. Love to hear from you guys. Love to read all the comments. So don't be shy under the videos. Hey, you guys take her easy, all right? Peace.